This is Dan Perkins, and this is Money in Motion video blog. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about some taxes that are going to go into effect in January as part of the continuing series, and then we'll talk a little bit about politics, the markets, and the election. So let's get started. One of the changes that takes place in January is the reduction of the amount of money that you can set aside for a medical savings account. Medical savings accounts are accounts that allow us to set money aside pre-tax so that we can have money to pay insurance premium or to pay for claims that are not covered by our insurance premiums. And when we take money out for a covered expense, that income comes out to us tax-free. We do have the right, if we don't use that money, to withdraw it, and we pay a penalty tax much like an IRA, currently at 10%. Under the new Obamacare, that will be strictly limited to $2,500 maximum that can be set aside. So the benefit here is you set aside $2,500 maximum. The cost, however, is that any amount of money that you used to put in prior to that, you cannot put in, and you will find yourself having more income subject to tax. Now, in addition, the penalty tax, which I said was 10%, is now going to be 20%. So if you want to take money out of a medical spending account or a health savings account, whatever the one you have, and you take money out for non-medical expenses, then you will pay a 20% tax. It will be ordinary income. So depending upon your income and your tax bracket, it's certainly possible that a distribution from a health savings account treated as income could be taxed as much as 63% at the federal level. Now, speaking of taxes, we have a situation that you've been reading about, I'm sure, called the fiscal cliff. This is where we have the expiration of the Bush tax credits at the end of this year, and we have the failure of the Congress as part of the debt ceiling negotiations last summer to come up with significant reductions. The special committee, select committee of 6 members from the House and 6 members from the Senate failed to come up with any recommendations. In that provision, there were automatic cuts to Medicare and automatic cuts to defense. Those cuts will go into effect in January automatically. Really, unless the lame duck session does anything, and I'm not sure that they're going to be able to accomplish anything, especially if there is a change in administration. So what we have starting in January is increased taxes. We're going to have a reduced amount of money we can put in a medical savings account, and we're going to have cuts in Medicare, and we're going to have cuts in defense. Goldman Sachs recently put out a note to its clients suggesting that perhaps the sidelines is the best place to be until this is sorted out. So they're encouraged their customers to move out of the stock market. Nomura Securities, which has a pretty good record of predicting movements in the market, predicted that they felt that between now and the end of the year, possibly before the election, there could be a correction in the market of at least 25%. As you know, in this column, I've been talking about looking for some kind of a significant correction between now and the end of the year, probably in the neighborhood of 20%. I said we were trading in a range of about 1250 to 1425 on the S&P 500. We have tried several times in the last few weeks to break that 1425 record, and as of this recording, Monday, the 27th, I think it is, we still have not broken through the 1425. It is possible that we could, if Nomura and Goldman are correct, we could go down and test 1170, maybe as low as 1075 on the S&P 500. That would scare a lot of people. If we were down more than 20%, it would signal a new bear market. Some people think we're only seeing rallies in an existing bear market. So volatile times continue. I sent out as a broadcast email in the last few days an article from Morningstar on the importance of dividends. I hope that you've all had a chance to read it. If not, please do. Make it priority reading for yourself. It will help you understand why the strategy of getting paid while you wait, which has been my strategy for 40 years, makes so much sense. So that's it for now. Should you have questions, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. And again, if you have friends or relatives or family members who are looking for a new manager, please feel free to give them my name and number. Thanks for watching.